Well, good morning and welcome into the Morning Blend Extra. Today is August 22nd. It is, of course, Friday, and I'm DJ Baker. Hey, coming up on today's show, we have a life-saving donation, coffee trends, and brushing up on our dental hygiene. But before we take a look at all that, let's discuss what is going to be a fantastic stretch of weather here in the coming days. Today, we're seeing a lot of sunshine earlier on, but by the afternoon, I think clouds will make their return overhead. We do have a cold front that will come through later on tonight into tomorrow morning, but I really think most of us will end up staying dry, but maybe 1 or 2 stray showers or storms can't entirely be ruled out. We'll still top out at 78 degrees for us tomorrow, so not much effect on that aspect from the cold front, but dew points dropping down to the mid-50s, making it feel a lot more comfortable. And after that, man, just so excited for fall-like weather. High of 72 degrees on Sunday. Overnight low Sunday night, 48 degrees. 68 in for us on our Monday, 71 Tuesday. Then back into those mid-70s for our Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a look outside. It is our primetime audio video East State Street Cam. Seeing a few fluffy fair weather clouds here and there. But overall, it is looking at a fantastic rest of our Friday and a fantastic weekend ahead. An Illinois teacher volunteered to make a life-saving donation to her co-worker's husband. Reporter Stephanie Wade has a story.
They say teaching is a selfless profession, but perhaps never to this extreme.
Oh, really? See a little bit. Oh, wow. Wait.
2 teachers at Crow Island Elementary in Winnetka are forever bonded. A friendship formed in the workplace, now so much more. When Allie Szynski's husband Brad entered kidney failure and desperately needed a transplant, art teacher Lillian Johnston didn't hesitate to test if maybe she was a match.
Lillian was one of the first people who did it. And I remember coming into school the next day and she said, Allie, I filled out that form. And I was like, oh, thank you so much.
About 11 years ago, I was in a situation where I almost lost my life. And I remember thinking about my kids growing up without mom. And so that's where my mind went.
Lillian was a perfect match and donated her kidney just days before the start of this school year.
I just knew when the moment I filled out that form, I knew it was going to be me.
Even though it had only been a few months that we've been looking, it was getting down to the deadline for us.
Unbelievably, never having met Brad before agreeing to the surgery.
This is classic Lillian. So was it surprising to me? No.
I feel like my whole life has been leading to this moment. People kept asking me, are you scared? And I never felt scared. I always felt calm about it, excited.
Now, this story is incredible on its own, but the procedure itself was also monumental as Brad underwent an awake kidney transplant at Northwestern Memorial Hospital.
What it is basically not having to intubate or put somebody under general anesthesia for a kidney transplant, which is pretty remarkable given that we're the only place in the country that's doing this.
So Brad's hospital stay was brief, and both patients are doing great.
It's a new lease on life, that's for sure. Our daughter's 5.5, our son is 2.5. Like, we don't want them to go through life without a dad.
You can't get through life by yourself, right? You need to lean on people, and this is another example of that.
Wow, what just a fantastic feel-good story for our Friday. Well, it still may be summer, but Dunkin' is already thinking ahead to fall, and hey, our weather's not too far behind. Wednesday, Dunkin' released its fall menu, and it includes some fan favorites as well as a couple of new items. That includes the Mixed Berry Daydream Refresher, which is another collaboration with Sabrina Carpenter. There's also a new cereal and milk latte. It combines espresso with cereal milk to create a marshmallow cereal flavor. Of course, you can't have fall without all things pumpkin. As far as food goes, there's a new iced pumpkin loaf, or you can try a fan favorite pumpkin donuts and munchkins, which are both returning Customers can wash those treats down with, of course, their signature pumpkin spice latte. Well, even if you normally go half and half in your coffee, today you might want to try using a non-dairy alternative. That's because today is World Plant Milk Day, observed on August 22nd. The goal is to encourage consumers to learn more about the nutritional value of plant-based milk. You're probably familiar with more common forms of plant milk, such as almond, coconut, oat, and soy. But there are other plants that render their milk as well, including hemp, cashews, and flaxseed. The World Plant Milk Day website says switching to this version of milk helps your health, the environment, and cows. Foodinstitute.com notes 44% of households have bought plant-based milk. More than 3/4 repeated those purchases. Well, drinking milk can be beneficial to your bones and teeth. Coming up, we'll take a look to a local dentist to learn more about your dental health. That's coming up next.
You're a mom, but you're also a cook, a chauffeur, and a maid, too. You're on demand, so your news should be on demand, too.
That's where WIFR steps in. Whether you catch us live or catch up with the day's events, you can get your news from WIFR on your time. From WIFR.com, the WIFR News app, or the WIFR streaming app. It's video from the news team that's putting you first. WIFR.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com. When you want to know right now, predict, or catch up on the stories you missed, download video of your local news on the WIFR News app. Live breaking news.
We have reports of multiple shots fired.
Real-time forecasts.
We are tracking some rain potential for tomorrow.
Custom alerts for the stories that impact you. It's fast and, best of all, free. The WIFR News app, where the news and video you want are all in one app.
Yeah, Friday night, under the lights, we are like a jet, we taking a flight. I know my worth, they taking the price, they taking a risk, they rolling the dice. Yeah.
Tune into Football Frenzy Friday night starting August 29th. Then watch Football Frenzy Plus right after, wherever you stream WIFR. Sponsored by McCloskey, Kessler & Associates. Your local experts.
Personally invested in your safety.
Your most experienced weather team.
Giving you the first alert to prepare for the worst.
WIFR, putting you first.
Well, thanks for sticking with us. Whether you're going for a routine checkup or in case of a dental emergency, Dental Designers in Rockford will help you keep your teeth healthy. WIFR's Aaron Wilson talked with Dr. Hansen to learn more about what he does.
Dental Designers, our location. We got Dr. Hansen with us. Hello, sir.
Hey, nice seeing you again.
It's good to see you again as well. Right off Perryville, by the way. I saw the Chick-fil-A as I was pulling in right over there off Argus. But once you get in here, your office is incredible, beautiful setting. You feel comfortable right when you walk in, and that is key to working on those teeth. But before we get to that,
right,
you're a very generous man. You do a lot of giving back globally and right here locally as well.
Right, right. I have a church clinic that I visit once a week on Wednesdays, and we see patients in the dental clinic in South Barrington.
Nice.
I also have a couple kids that I sponsor, one in Dominican Republic, a little 8-year-old girl, and then a little boy, Ian, in Dominican Republic, Colombia. And he's 6, so that's ongoing. I have India Partners, which helps prevent and help women in sex trafficking, Moody Bible Institute, World Bible League, various, and then of course my home church, State Line, which is right here in Perryville, which I'm at every Sunday.
Yeah, right next door pretty much.
Right.
Well, it's good that you do all that. And let's talk about the practice here. And, here Dental Designers and really want folks to look into you, check you out. But it's good to start young. Let's bring it in with kids. You like to work with the kids. You love to work with the kids.
Love kids.
Starting them young is key, right?
Right. And we have moms, usually moms are the interested ones, and they ask, well, how young can they come? And my answer is when they have teeth. And so, we see 1-year-olds, we see 2-year-olds, but it's really important to have them come in early. They have a good experience, and then the next visit, they're enjoying
and
it.
that really does put the capital P in preventative too. Getting
Correct.
started young, you can catch any problems that might end up arising across the way, right?
Catch them when they're small. It's a little bit of work, and the kids bounce back.
Seems like a lot of times too for folks who don't go to the dentist regularly, when they do go, it is sometimes a bigger issue that has to be dealt with. There can be some anxiety there.
Yes.
But there are ways around that, right?
Right. We have anxiety on all age groups.
Oh, yes.
So it's not just little ones, it's not middle schoolers, adults, people that have had maybe not the best experience, then they put off dental work and they're apprehensive. And so when they come in, we want to talk to them and we want to tell them we want to help them, but we want to have them be comfortable.
Okay.
And so that comfort level sometimes is just talking to us and getting to know our staff. And then they start to feel like, okay, this is somebody maybe I can have take care of my dental need. Some patients need some nitrous oxide, some patients need oral sedation, and some patients need IV sedation. So whatever their level of anxiety, we try to help that. And usually after a few visits, they're fine without any aid.
And Dr. Hansen, I will remark again on how you feel comfortable here in the office. Had a chance to meet a number of your staff members too, and they're very warm and inviting, and that's key when it comes to your patients, your relationship with them. You do it all here.
Right.
I mean, we're talking everything from the checkups to maybe getting some new designs, some new dental designs taking place, right?
Yes, all facets of dentistry. Patients call usually emergencies and they want to get in right away, which is another big thing that we try to be available. When a patient's in pain, they need to get in today. And we do surgery, we do extractions, root canals, all the general dentistry work.
Because when you need that type of a procedure done, you're in pain.
Yes.
You don't want to wait for 3 or 4 days to get in to the dentist to get that taken care of.
Right.
It's good that you're caring enough to make sure that those issues can be taken care of for people. Real quick as we get ready to finish up here, what drew you into being a dentist?
Well, my mom was a registered nurse.
Okay.
So medicine was always in the background. And I think my first dentist in high school was like a comedian. So when you went to him, it was sort of like, wow, this isn't really a dentist. And so then you start thinking of careers, and that sort of led me to dentistry.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Dr. Hansen, thank you. It is Dental Designers. You can check them out right off of Perryville. It's kind of tucked back in behind Anderson Hyundai, right across from the Lowe's. And get in here, get those checkups all taken care of. And moms, start the kids when they're young.
Early.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to be with you.
You can find Dr. Hansen and Dental Designers at 364 Financial Court, Suite A in Rockford. If you would like to learn more and set up an appointment, you can call the number on your screen or go to dentaldesignersrockford.com. Hey, coming up, a new thriller from director Ron Howard follows a group of people living off the grid. We'll take a look at that coming up next.
Every first matters. Your kid's first day of school, that first big step into a new year.
And WIFR is right here with you.
With your first alert when weather could impact your day.
A first alert action day for the potential of strong severe storms.
With stories that matter most.
And your first look at what's ahead.
We have an update on breaking news from last night.
Wherever you stream WIFR, we help you start your day prepared.
Every first, every day. Tune to WIFR this morning. Your local experts.
Personally invested in your safety.
Your most experienced weather team.
Giving you the first alert to prepare for the worst.
WIFR, putting you first.
At Gray Digital Media, we craft engaging campaigns that grab attention and get results. Extending your message across all platforms. Gray Digital Media. We know local. GDMRockford.com.
Welcome back into the Morning Blend Extra. Ron Howard has been drawn to real-life stories from Apollo 13 to A Beautiful Mind, The 13 Lives. But his latest film based on a true story is not what you might expect from the Oscar-winning director. David Daniel talked with him about his latest film, Eden.
This is Floriana.
What were you expecting? Paradise?
People seeking refuge after World War I find something else in Eden.
What brings you to Floriana?
Why, you did. Your story inspired us to leave everything behind, to start anew.
The Ron Howard film, set in the Galapagos Islands, is based on a bizarre true story.
I've tended to be drawn to more celebratory kinds of stories. This is a cautionary tale, and it's a true crime thriller. It's darker, it's edgier.
Life here is gruesome, frustrating. Failure is inevitable.
Ana de Armas, Jude Law, Vanessa Kirby, Daniel Bruhl, and Sydney Sweeney star in the thriller.
They'd done their research, they cared about these characters, they wanted to bring it to life, and because it's one of those stranger than fiction kinds of stories, and some of these characters are pretty outrageous, it also required a kind of creative guts and, to tackle these characters.
They're trying their best to ruin us. They won't. Because we are family. You're a traitor.
Howard says the nearly 100-year-old story resonates today.
One of the most searched phrases on the internet is off the grid. People are beginning to wonder, is this the best place for me? Is modern society, where I want to spend the rest of my life? Here's an object lesson. People lived it.
We hunt. We fight. We kill.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That wraps up the Morning Blend Extra for us here on this Friday. Hopefully you guys enjoy the fantastic weather that we have here for our upcoming week. We'll see you guys next time.